Today we're going to talk about non-renewals and what that means. So an insurance policy is just a contract from one company to you saying they will provide you coverage in the event of a covered loss during this time period. So it could be 6 months, it could be 12 months. However long that time period is, the company is saying if you pay your premiums and if you didn't lie on your policy or your application, that we have you covered for a covered loss. Now, after that 12-month period, the insurance company has the right to go back to the application you originally submitted and re-rate based upon that application. Every year that you renew a policy is really a new contract every year. What triggers a non-renewal? So it's important to note that a non-renewal is not a cancellation. So the insurance company is legally not able to cancel your policy unless you have not paid your premium or you lied on your application, did not provide them accurate information. So it's not a cancellation, it's just a non-renewal. Now, what triggers that? We've seen it in the past few years with underwriting guidelines becoming much more stringent, that it could be as little as a water claim that makes a company non-renew you at renewal period. It could be more than that. It could simply just be a carrier is no longer doing business in that area and wants to get out of that market. Basically, all it's requiring you to do is do some action. Shop your insurance, which no one really likes to do. In a perfect world, you're able to reach out to an independent agent, a captive agent, or go directly to an insurance carrier and find a appropriately priced insurance coverage, standard carrier coverage for your policy. However, there may be an instance where you're not able to continue to get coverage with a standard carrier. Now, what is a standard carrier? A standard carrier is a state licensed carrier to do business in the state of Tennessee or respective state. Now, a non-standard carrier can continue to do business in the state. However, they aren't technically managed by the commission of insurance for the state. And we'll do a whole separate thing on non-standard coverage, but just know that if you do have a non-standard policy, it's not like they're going to flake out and not pay you if you have a claim. They're just going to have different coverages and different payment types and different losses, and it's just going to be a little bit more of a complicated policy in order to make it right for you. Also know that it's not forever. You're not going to be stuck with a non-standard carrier forever. It's just this kind of band-aid to get you through that time period during either stringent underwriting guidelines or having that claim fall off your record. A few tips if you are being non-renewed. The first thing to do is to reach out to your agent to see if you can find standard coverage. Now, if you can, great. You do a typical rewrite with the carrier and everything is good there. If you can't, you'll have to go with non-standard, and that's a whole other thing that we'll cover in a different video. But the biggest thing to know is that if you are being non-renewed, it's not the end of the world. It basically is just saying, hey, you have to do some action before your policy is non-renewed. So don't worry, it can be taken care of. It unfortunately may cost more money than you'd like to pay, but it's not forever. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to us directly, and we look forward to it. Happy insurance.